this is a vast improvement over Howard the Duck. It's by no means good, but in comparison to Howard the Duck, this at least has a story that is told and makes some sense. This isn't an origin story. We begin with the Punisher, Dolph Lundgren, active and wanted for 125 murders. We see the death of his family in brief flashbacks. It's not clear how he survived since they died in a car explosion and he was next to the car, but since he's assumed dead, I can at least roll with that question. He is pursued by Detective Jake Berkowitz, Louis Gossett Jr. However, that doesn't matter. The real story is about the Yakuza coming to town and kidnapping all the current city's crime bosses' children to make them submit to the Yakuza. Punisher goes on a mission to save these children. There are tonal problems here with both this and Howard the Duck.
Small universe.
Elements play out like the movie wants a child audience. The focus of the children in this movie is major, yet this movie is filled with graphic violence. There's not some moral a kid could get from this. It's just the Punisher goes out and kills bad guys. I'm not saying that's even a bad thing. The Punisher should go out and kill bad guys in a Punisher movie. But why have so much of the story revolve around kids in a very kid-unfriendly movie? Then there's Berkowitz, who has an amazing amount of screen time dedicated to his search for the Punisher. You'd think there'd be a payoff to this, but there isn't. Best I can tell, he exists for exposition at the beginning, and then they didn't know what to do with him, so they did nothing. What's even stranger is his character could have had a point. At one part of the movie, the Punisher is arrested. Berkowitz could have been the one to free him to help protect the kidnapped kids, but instead a crime boss assaults the police transport. In some ways, I could argue Howard the Duck was actually more engaging. There, I watched it intrigued to see what other piece of nonsense it had in store. It wasn't an enjoyable watch, and it wasn't a so bad it's good movie, but at least had me baffled by its sheer idiocy. The Punisher is just sort of boring, and has a lot of plot that goes completely nowhere. It is at least a step in the right direction for Marvel, though that is a very low bar at this point.
Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you really love this video, consider visiting my Patreon page.